Hey there, welcome. So excited to have you on the Course Creators HQ podcast. And today I've got an excerpt from a training that I did that I wanted to share with you to talk about how you are running your business and what type of personality you have, because it impacts how you should be moving forward, especially in the year ahead. So let's get into it.
Welcome to the Course Creators HQ podcast, helping you navigate the latest techniques for creating and marketing online courses. And now, here's your host, Julie Hood.
Hello, welcome to episode 170 of the Course Creators HQ podcast. I'm Julie Hood, and I'm so thrilled to have you with me today. It is my favorite time of the year. It is Thanksgiving here in the U.S., and so let me start by saying thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you will get an interesting thought, idea, or tool or technique that you can use moving forward in your business. And because it's Thanksgiving, we've got some incredible specials going on. So I will link to those in the show notes, but I'll tell you about one of them before we move forward, and that is the Course Creators Launchpad. If you haven't checked this out yet, please do. You can get started for just $1. And what I have done is pulled out 4 of my best training tools and techniques and put them all into a group coaching for you. So you get the courses and you get the coaching that we're doing weekly. It's about how to do your email newsletter, how to do your sales page so you can sell your course, how to get traffic with joint ventures and collaborations. And the new thing that we're adding is how to plan out your launch. So we're going to cover these over the next few months, and you can have your whole plan put together. So come join us for $1. I'll have the link in the show notes for you, and jump in, see if it's going to be a good fit for you. Check out and come join me in the coaching. Make sure you use that coaching. We have some folks that sign up and don't get to come, and I'm thinking you're missing out on the best part of the whole program. So come join us for the Course Sales Launchpad, and we get started right away. Next week will be the first session, so come join us. All right, so today's topic actually came from a workshop that I did this week, and it's called the 10 Profit Levers. And we were talking about what moves the needle in your business and these 10 different key levers that you can push, pull, move, shift, and how it impacts your business. And one of the big things that came up is part of the topic that I wanted to share with you today was getting to know what your personality is, because it really impacts which step you do first and why. So let me explain what I mean here. One of the big challenges I see, especially for new course creators, is you kind of jump into the space, you get introduced to different topics and experts, and you jump in right away with one person, and then you get somebody else saying, oh, wait, this is the way to go, and you get another person saying, wait, this is the way to go, and it's completely overwhelming, all of these things that you have to learn. And what I tend to see is people jump in at the wrong time, working on the wrong thing. There is an order that's more ideal. And so that's part of what we were talking about in the 10 Profit Levers workshop. So I wanted to pull this part out because I think it could be helpful for you too, as you're figuring out where to focus and what to do. So the concept is, are you more of a visionary, or are you more of an implementer? So let me define those for you so you can decide. So visionaries are the folks who have the vision. They can see how they can help people. They know the ideas that they want to jump into. They maybe have a lot of ideas, and they can see and picture this great online business where they are helping lots of people and they know how they want to help them. However, where they tend to get hung up is all of the details and the technical and all of the stuff that actually has to happen. And that's where the implementer shines. The implementer is the type who really likes all of the details, who loves all of the nitty-gritty pieces of making something come together. And they may not be as talented at having that big vision of where the business should go, but boy, can they implement for you. If you need something done, they are the rock star that can crank it out and have it ready. One of my VAs was like this, and she is incredible at, I could give her a task and it would be done so efficiently. So most of us kind of fall in the middle if you think of it as a range from, all on the left side, you're the implementer and really good at the details with no vision, or all the way to just a visionary and really can't handle any details. That's all the way on the right side, and you're probably somewhere in the middle. But what can be super helpful is to make sure you know where you are on the scale. Are you more of a visionary or are you more of an implementer? Because depending on where you land, it can impact where you should be focusing. So in general, and I don't like to always make generalizations, but hopefully this is helpful for you. In general, when you're the visionary, you might be starting lots of projects, but having trouble finishing them. And in general, if you're good at the implementing, you maybe have gotten really good at handling clients and helping clients finish things, but you haven't quite got that big picture for yourself and where your business can go beyond helping individual clients. So here's how we want to handle this. If you tend more towards the visionary side, one of the steps you want to move up higher on your list is to have some team members, or at least one virtual assistant, and working out how can I find someone who is that really good implementer who's going to be able to take me over the finish line and help me with getting things done and getting the actual nitty-gritty steps finished. If you lean more towards the implementer side of things, you may want to set aside some coaching time with someone to help you think through, like, how could I make this bigger? How could I shift this from me doing all this work to me having more of a CEO role, more of a running the business role, more vision around where the business is going and how we're helping people, what our business model could look like. So lots of options there, but just knowing where you are is essential to this piece of the process. And then I want to throw out one more thing as you are thinking about getting some help and getting some team members, especially as we move into 2024. One thing to definitely recognize and keep in mind is there are generally two different types of assistants or helpers. And the first type is the person who they already are an implementer. They understand how things work. They know all the details. They know what to click when and how to put things together. So maybe you hire a Kajabi assistant and they already know the ins and outs of Kajabi and can you just say, hey, I want to be on Kajabi, and they can run with it. So that's one type of assistant. Generally tends to be on the more expensive side, but they also tend to be faster because they've done it before. They know what they need to accomplish. Now, the other side of the scale is someone who doesn't have any experience yet. And so because you are leading them, you have to either point them towards the training or train them yourself. You have to understand it enough to be able to tell them what to do because they are not the implementer. They don't understand those specific details. And so knowing who you're hiring is really, really important, other than just hiring somebody who says they can do one or the other. You really want to dig deep on, can they figure this out without you telling them, or do you have to have some more experience so that you can actually tell them what to do? It's a totally different approach when you're working with a helper. So one of the things that I think I'm going to do for 2024 with our Launchpad folks is I'm going to tell them if they want to have their assistant jump in, because our trainings are very detailed. They tell you what to click on, where to click, that kind of thing. If they want to have their assistant jump in and be able to watch some of those lessons and some of that training, that they can have an assistant who is checking things out and in the course with them, because they're going to be the implementer side, and the students that have signed up are all more on the visionary side. So that's coming for 2024 to make sure that we are helping y'all move forward. I'm always on the hunt to figure out like what would be the most helpful for you, what's going to move you forward in your course business, where do you need help, where are you stuck, what's not working. So be sure and leave me some messages. We have this new audio inbox plus a chat inbox, so let me know what's working for you, what's a challenge right now, how can we help you. And I want to hear that, plus your celebrations, the things that you've been able to accomplish, what's working and what you've been able to do. Please let me know what's working where you're at. It's in the Backstage Pass area. So you can go to coursecreatorshq.com/Backstage Pass, and that will take you directly to the page. And then on there, you can either type in the chat on the left or leave me an audio in the middle of the page. So hope to hear from you today. And make sure you check out the other links. These are our Black Friday specials. So you can catch the replay of the Profit Lovers Workshop. So get a hold of that. And get a hold of the Launchpad so that you can jump in for just $1. So thanks so much for listening. Have an incredible holiday, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful break and time with family and friends. If you're in the U.S. and doing Thanksgiving, if you're around the world, thanks for being here. I appreciate you listening and subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you next week on the next episode. Take care.